Welcome back, trainers, and I have a fun treat for you today. We're going to be taking a look at XL Pawniard. That's right. Now, it's not completely maxed out to where it needs to be. As you can see, 1481, you can get it around 1500. And I just went with this lucky one here. Okay, so we're going to need a few more power-ups, and that's fine. We're just going to use it the way it is. It did great. We had fun with it. Now, I'm going to tell you this. We did drop quite a bit in our points for Go Battle League. And that's not because this thing here. I was using kind of a weird team. I was using Golbat. We're going to be pairing it up with that as well as Qwilfish. It was just hard countering me. Folks, I don't know what's going on. As soon as they announced the stupid little championship deal that they have going on, it seems like they vamped up the counters. Like, all right, we're going to make it so hard. We're going to limit it so who can actually enter. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, right. It's just been crazy. So with that said, though, Pawniard, it was fun. Had a lot of interesting matchups with it. Now, we do have Night Slash, which we could potentially get the boost, as well as Iron Head, giving us some nice coverage, as well as Stab for both of these moves here. It does have Fury Cutter. It is going to be super effective to Dark types, as well as charging pretty fast. And it doesn't do the most damage, but it's so quick, so rapid, you are going to be able to actually dig into your opponent at a pretty fast rate here. With that said, I had a lot of fun, all right? As far as rising up and getting to Legend, you know, at this point, let's just go ahead and just use funky teams and have a little fun here. The heck with it. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Let's get into the commentary. They're throwing in their Azumarill. Great, shields are down. Just got to be careful for a potential swap after this here. Not paying attention, not sure if they could swap yet, but we're going to go ahead and just throw this. And wait, is this their last Pokemon? No, they got another one. Okay. So all of our other Pokemon are about to faint. All right, they swap into potentially catch. We're going to go ahead and just throw this Aqua Tail here. We don't even need to hit the bubbles. And we're going to take the win looking good. As far as this thing, do you want to invest in it? I would say it is a safe Pokemon to invest in. If you have the resources to do so, we are currently getting extra XL candies for walking Pokemon when they are excited. So make sure you do take advantage of that. If you're trying to get XL candies for a specific type you've been having to work on for a while, or maybe even some lemons, legendaries, bleh, get with it. All right, so let's get into the commentary here. Up against it, Jugalgi. Fury Cutter is not doing much damage, while we are taking resisted damage from the Dragon Tail because of our steel typing. But you have to remember, Pawniard is Pawniard, and it is going to be kind of squishy. It could take hits. It is nice and XL'd up. So unfortunately, they're going to be able to take us down there. Was I able to hit the Night Slash? Did I think I was going to farm down or something? All right, whatever. They are up a shield, 2. We have 1. Bringing in the Golbat, sorry. And we're going to go ahead and farm that Jugalgi down. They're bringing in their own Golbat, which is Shadow. We're going to get off a Shadow Ball and landing it. They're still holding on to our shield, swapping into Qwilfish. Now, if you're thinking, well, what if there's a confusion user? Yeah, I know. I get it. I understand. Yeah, we'll get wrecked, right? And that's what we were just getting, like, hard countered. There's a lot of battles I'm not going to show because it's just like rock, you know, paper, scissors, every angle. It's like, well, what am I supposed to do here? Literally nothing. But anyways, I'm actually kind of interested to see how far we can drop. Maybe we can get down to, like, I don't know, 1,700 points as an expert. That'd be pretty interesting, actually, and I wouldn't even be mad. Anyways, let's go ahead and bring in our Golbat here. They're going to be swapping into that Wigglytuff, and we're going to maybe be able to take the win here. It's going to be pretty close. I don't want to give it away. We'll have to see. Are they going to get to an Ice Beam? I don't think so. Is this going to be enough to KO? But that's not the only problem. Then we got to take out the Golbat. Are we going to be able to do that? And we do. Our Golbat came in clutch for us. Now, we do have several different ones, including an Ideal IV set, including a Purified one. We even have a Shadow one. The Shadow does have its Frustration move TM'd away. So we got a pretty good arsenal. I did decide to go with the Shadow one here because I didn't really want to TM away return on my Golbat, and I didn't really want to use it right now. And I didn't really want to go with my Shadow, which honestly actually has some pretty ideal IVs for PvP, low attack and high defense and stamina. Maybe we'll use it next time, but for now we're just using the Shadow here. Anyways, up against Venusaur, this is not great, so I actually shielded that up. I didn't know if that was going to be a good decision or not. So we're going to go ahead and just go for the Aqua Tail here. Getting a shield, maybe they thought there was a Sludge Wave. We're going to go ahead and keep spamming here. Now, Aqua Tail is obviously not very effective, but Qwilfish is so spammy. Watch this. We're going to be able to continuously get them here. And if they want to use their last shield, by all means, be my guest, but they let it go through, bringing in Jugalgi to farm us down here. Qwilfish is amazing, folks. All right, we've used it before. I'm sure you've used it. You've seen other people use it. The only thing you really need to look out for is its obvious weaknesses, but we just went up against one and took them out. and you're squishy in general, just straight up squishy. If you go up against something that's resisted, you're still going to be taking a lot of damage if it's a hard-hitting move. Simple as that. Anyways, we're up against a Froslass here with our Pawniard. All right, let's see what we can do. We're going to go ahead and let this first one go through. Resisting Shadow Ball, so you're better off just hitting Avalanche here. Avalanche is also resisted, but I think it's going to be doing more damage. We're just going to go straight for the Iron Head here, doing as much damage as we can, taking them out. In comes the Dragalge and little Ponyo. Yeah, that's what I call it. Ponyo. Have you ever seen that movie? We're able to get to the Night Slash and take out the Dragalge. As far as the names, I do take a lot of time to think about what I want to name them. But for this one, I just was like, I'll name it Ponyo. For the next battle, we're going up against a Mawile. It's not Shadow, it's just regular. This thing puts in work, we already know. And if you're thinking, well, Poke, why aren't you using Mawile? Don't worry, that time will come. Now, the thing about Mawile is being on the other end is kind of scary. Like, you don't have to worry about the charge move necessarily, it's more of that Fire Fang getting vamped up, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. You can swap. We can go into Qwilfish, but then they're going to swap, and I don't want it to be matched up with my Pawniard later down the line, so we're just going to go ahead and stay here and do as much damage as we can. So this is good here. We haven't used a shield. Bringing in the Qwilfish to farm down, which is great. Sure, they got swap. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Pawniard here. And they got an Ace Phyllis in the back. This definitely does not want to see the Pawniard here. So we're going to be able to actually handle the other thing in the back as well. So we're going to go ahead and just take this thing out. We have 2 shields left. Do believe we're going to want to shield this up and then farm down. So we'll be loaded up on energy. Don't think they're going to be able to get to another, body slam. Not happening. In comes the Jellicent. And finally, I was so excited for this. Yeah, Jellicent. Yeah, let's go. Your time has come for little Ponyo to take you out. So here we go. Night Slash. Let's get it. It's definitely doing some good damage. But you're going to be able to spam it. So it's not all bad here. So barely surviving. Wow. So what do you think I'm going to do here? Shield this? Nah, let it go through. And we quick move them down. Let's get it. This thing was fun as heck to use. Dark and Steel type. Definitely needs to look out for Charm. And extremely weak to fighting. It's going to be like Scrafty in a sense. You know, when Scrafty has to go up against a charm user, it just deletes it in a matter of a couple of charms. Well, for Ponyo, or should I say Pawniard, it is going to be the same exact scenario if you do go up against a counter user because of the Dark and Steel. So we're up against a Alola Ninetales here, and Dazzling Gleam one-shots us. I almost hit the back out button. Was really annoyed by that. Alright, it's not that I thought I was going to lose, but I wanted to use it, and I figure every single time I go up against one of these Ninetales, for the other battles that it's not featuring, it's going to be Psyshock and Weather Ball, but for this one, it was Dazzling Gleam. So they're going to be swapping it to their Beedrill here, and we're just going to hit that Aqua Tail, doing a lot of damage. Like we said, Qwilfish hits hard, very, very hard, but it really can take a hit, even if it's resisted too much. So we're going to go ahead and farm this thing down here, and actually, they're going to be getting a shield out of me. I just didn't want to play around. I figured it was going to be another Fell Stinger, but why risk it? We have all this energy. Everything in the back's weak to the Golbat, so let's go ahead and do this here. Not quite enough to take him out. Getting to another one here. We're going to have to shield this up because, well, yeah. Whoa. And then farm down. Let's go. All right, so the Zoomerol in the back is going to get hit by this. Super effective damage. Can we get to another one? That is a question I don't think is going to happen. And we do. Oh, my gosh. Golbat, is it going to happen, buddy? Are you going to take it out? No, not quite. Not enough. Swapping into the Qwilfish here. And we're going to get taken out. Play rough. Good night. And we got to the freaking Aqua Tail. Oh, the Golbat goes down. We take the loss. Feel like I played that a little sloppy at the end. We definitely had a win con and we screwed it all up. Next battle, good game. Next battle, we're going to be met with a Alola Marowak here. This is okay, I suppose, so long as we don't run into a Shadow Ball or Fire Blast, I guess. We're going to go ahead and go for the Poison Fang, building up to a Shadow Ball, getting a shield, which is perfect here. Getting to the Shadow Ball again, so they've used the shield. I guess we're going to go ahead and use one ourselves. They go for the Bone Club bait, which is fine. I guess, it's better to be safe than sorry. And we're getting their last shield, so that is equaling us swapping into our Qwilfish and getting to the Aqua Tail. We've lowered their defense and they haven't swapped, so this is going to KO for sure. And they have an Azumarill in the back. Oh boy, this is where Qwilfish, I do believe, is just going to sweep. And I think we let this go through. Ice Beam, look at that damage. That's still pretty ridiculous. All right, it resisted on that. So we're going to go ahead and non-stab too. And Sludge Wave, not enough to take him out, but that's good because now we're able to get a little bit more farm. They got a Wigglytuff in the back. Qwilfish putting in the work. This is going to KO here. I do believe the Wigglytuff is not as tanky as a Zoom Roll. And yeah, taking the win there. Loving it. Let's go. Pawniard didn't even do anything that last battle. All right, into the next one, another Mawile regular. Let's see what we have going on here. All right, the Fire Fang, we already know it's going to be digging in here. We're going to go ahead and go for the Poison Fang, which, you know, it is part fairy, but that steel type says, nah, not really. not really doing too much. So here's your confusion. They swap into a Wormadam Trash, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Pawniard here. Now, we still need to look out for Bug Buzz, which is going to absolutely demolish us. Yeah, so that's going to hurt. But as you can see here, the confusion, it's not really doing jack squat. So we are going to let this first one go through because we have such a massive resistance to the confusion. We're going to look at, do you see what's going on here? We're still able to charge up, no sweat at all. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the first one here, Night Slash, and not quite taking him out. A couple more quick moves, and we do that. In comes Mawile, and I get too nervous to go for Iron Head. It would have done a lot of damage because of the fairy typing. It's not super effective, but it still would have done a lot more than that. Got a little nervous, and so it just went for it. What the heck, whatever. Going to go ahead and bring in the Qwilfish, seeing that we do resist the Fire Fang, Power Punch, Iron Head, and Play Rough. They hit us with a Play Rough, and there is exactly what I'm talking about. We take resisted Play Rough damage, but it does over half health. Yep, that is your Qwilfish. And also keep note that this is definitely not the ideal bulk Qwilfish that you would want to use. It does have high attack. It's a lucky one, so I just don't have any good ones. I got a couple of shinies with lower IVs, but they're just not ideal. They're just bad. Horrible. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and go for the Aqua Tail on the Nidoqueen. You already know what this is. Getting the last shield, swapping into Golbat. Things are getting a little bit sweaty here. What's going to happen? We got one shield left. Do we want to use that shield? I think we do. They're swapping into Mawile. Things are getting a little bit nervous here. Even if they make it to a Power Punch, it doesn't even matter. And we're able to farm them down. Fantastic. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And we're able to get to the Poison Fang. Take the win. Woo, that was a sweaty battle. Mawile putting on the pressure. Let's get it. We already know what it is, man. I'm just waiting. I can't wait to use my Shadow Mawile here. So next battle, we're met with an Alolan Marowak. And again, we've seen this before. Golbat is just a beast. It is ranked number 2 for the Halloween Cup. So yeah, we're definitely going with a bit of meta. As far as XL Pawniard is actually ranked, I have to go check. It's like 30 something, maybe 60 something, but it's okay ranked. It's actually pretty goodly ranked. Yeah, that's proper English. Anyways, getting to the Shadow Ball, and they swap into their Umbreon to catch it, and well, that was a beautiful catch. All right, so we're going to go ahead and stay here. I want to get off a Poison Fang so we can lower the defense before we do bring in the Pawniard, and we're actually able to get there, which is good. But unfortunately, the Umbreon has farmed up a bit. We do resist all of the moves, but you're going to see how much it does. All right, Foul Play, not very effective, but still doing a... And normal damage, we are a Pawniard, so that's what I'm talking about. It is good, but it's also going to be kind of squishy. So making it to the Iron Head here, while the Fury Cutter is digging in, taking them out, we are really able to take them out quite easily. In comes the Alolan Marowak, super effective damage. Do they want to shield it up? And they do. Okay, that sounds good to me. That was your last shield, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our old Qwilfish here. We're able to get to the Aqua Tail before they get to any sort of charge move. Now I'm thinking Shadow Bone and Fire Blast maybe they have on that thing, so otherwise I felt like they would have went for a Mud Bomb, right? All right, am I wrong? Or anyway, so they're going to be bringing in a Drapion here. We're going to go ahead and shield up an Aqua Tail. Thought it may be Crunch, and yeah, I knew there was a chance of that bait. Go figure. Every Drapion I went up against prior to this never had the Aqua Tail until now. Crunch and Sludge Bomb. So, going to see another Aqua Tail. So, they must have Sludge Bomb. Okay. Now they're just sitting still because I think they've lost. And they're like, yeah, whatever, just beat me. And I say, okay, sounds good, I will. All right. And we take the win. Alrighty. Moving on to our next opponent. What are we going to see this time with the Golbat in the lead and Umbreon? All right. So, it started to give me a little bit worse counters. Like, at first, it was pretty nice. And then I started getting a couple of wins. I went like 3-2. And then after that, it was actually a 0-5. And then a 1-4, and then a 0-5. And I'm not joking. Okay? I am trying to hold back how annoyed I am from this. So I definitely had to stop myself from throwing my phone about 3 times today. You know, usually I think about it, but today I actually put my hand back with the phone in my hand, and then I was thinking, hey, what are you doing? Are you stupid or something? That's literally your work. You can't just break your phone. Sure, you can go buy another one, but why would you want to waste money on a little stupid rage from a broken, crappy system of battles, right? So yeah, definitely an angry day for me. Yeah. So anyways, we have the Umbreon here. What are we going to do? Shielding it up because we can't take a dark move. No way. Not being a dark type. Not us. Gonna go for the Iron Head and not quite taking him out. Swapping into the Golbat to farm down. Go ahead and throw whatever you're going to throw. It's going to be okay unless it's Psychic. Alright, not a Psychic. Great. And they're bringing in a freaking Coffagus. Alright, so we're going to go straight Shadow Ball here. Of course we're getting a shield, of course. Of course. And we're not able to make it to the Poison Fang, so this isn't great. Yeah. See, because Qwilfish is too squishy. So Shadow Ball here, right? And it's going to pretty much one-shot us. Oh, Psychic. Oh, yeah, Psychic. That's right. I forgot about all that. All right, so we're going to go for Aqua Tail, swap into Pawniard. Can we make it to the freaking Night Slash? We do, but then I get to their charge move. Gosh, I think this is one of the moments where I almost threw my phone. Yeah, that was one. For sure, that was one. Alrighty, into the next battle. We were met with a Shadow Scizor up against our Pawniard. So I put it in the front. I lied. All right, so we're switching up the lead because it was just getting stupidly ridiculous. Like, there's nothing I can do. No matter what I did, the counters, the swaps, everything was just hitting me. And there was nothing you can do, right? It was like trying to swim with shackles on. It ain't happening. No, it ain't happening. You're just going to sink and drown. And that's exactly what happened to me today. All right, so we're going to go for the Aqua Tail. Got some nice leg going on there. Making it to another one because I figured they're going to throw here and they're going to take me out. I might as well just do a bunch of this Aqua Tail nonsense damage before we go down. And we're going to easily let this go through and survive it. All right, do they want to throw another one though? They do, which is good. Really wanted to shield this up. Okay, never mind, I do. All right, we want to force them to shield or just let it go through and then we win swap here. Let's see what they decide to do. And they're going to let it go through. And they're still holding on to 2 shields. Farming us down with their Scizor here. Okay, yeah, it's not the best. I mean, it's Shadow. It does a lot of damage. So we're just going to bring in our Golbat. And they instantly swap in. They have a Nidoking in the back. All right. That's getting pretty spicy. All right. Nice, interesting Nidoking there. I love using that thing myself. But every time I do, I can't because the game just says, I'm sorry, Dave, but I'm going to have to deny access today. Anyways, we're going for the Poison Fang here. Just trying to accumulate the damage that we can do with our quick move here. I figure they're going to go for another Sand Tomb, but I shield it up anyways because, you know, figure with my luck, they'll hit me with, like, Thunderbolt, right? I know it doesn't have Thunderbolt, but I'm just being sarcastic, right? You get what I'm saying. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, hit that like button, please, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!